I am Larry Hatcher. This is Psych 302, Computer Applications in Data Analysis, and I'm going to go over the highlights of Jamovi Exercise 100-04, ANOVA with two between subject factors, interpretation, and write-up. Exercise overview. This exercise is essentially part two of an exercise that you should have completed recently. The exercise that you should have completed recently was Jamovi Exercise 100-01, ANOVA with two between subject factors, input, assumptions, analysis. In that exercise, you read about an investigation dealing with the effects of screen size and screen resolution on reading enjoyment scores displayed by a sample of students using e-readers. You will not need to perform any analysis with Jamovi for this exercise. Instead, you'll simply open the Jamovi file that you had created in the previous exercise, and you'll review the descriptive statistics and the results from the ANOVA that you had performed in. Most of the current exercise will focus on the second half of lecture notes, chapter 100, ANOVA with two between subject factors, main effects only, approximately pages 38 to 59. Let's scroll down a bit. Preview of some of the correct Jamovi results from the previous exercise. If you perform the statistical analyses correctly, the results you obtain should match the results provided below. Your Jamovi document should contain more tables and plots than are displayed below, and provide the tables and output below just so that you'll have something to check yours against to make sure you're getting the correct numbers. Things like in your descriptives table, your mean displayed by the 6-inch low resolution group should be 27.75. The 6-inch high resolution group should be 30.15, and so forth. My students should check their numbers against these numbers. Make sure you're starting off with the correct results. Here's the QQ plots that would come out of that analysis. And here is the ANOVA summary table that would come out of that analysis. For example, for the screen size factor, your F statistic should be 17.79, and you should check some of the miscellaneous values appearing in this ANOVA summary table. Make sure that you've got the same results that I got. We have a figure that illustrates results. We have estimated marginal means from the analysis. So these are among the results that you should check, verify you're getting the correct numbers. If you did get the correct numbers, you can start preparing for the multiple choice quiz. Task 2, taking the multiple choice quiz. At the same time I assign this exercise, I'll also publish a related multiple choice quiz in Canvas. This section provides a study guide that should help you prepare for that quiz. Now, some of the following questions deal with the issue of determining whether the assumptions underlying the statistical procedure are satisfied. Other questions deal with the test of statistical significance. For example, the F test from the ANOVA. You should go ahead and answer the questions dealing with test of statistical significance, regardless of whether the assumptions underlying the test have been satisfied. In other words, those questions about statistical significance are not trick questions. We go to page 5, at the top of page 5. Some of the items in the following study guide refer to the first of these, the comparison of the 6-inch condition to the 10-inch condition. However, remember that the questions that will actually appear on your multiple choice quiz might ask about any of the three comparisons, not just the comparison of the 6-inch group to the 10-inch group. What kinds of questions do you need to worry about for the upcoming multiple choice quiz? I'll give you just a quick sample. Your study was designed to investigate the following research hypothesis. Reading enjoyment scores will be higher in the 12-inch condition than in the 10-inch or 6-inch condition. Those in the 10-inch condition will be higher than those in the 6-inch condition. Given this research hypothesis, what was the omnibus statistical null hypothesis that was tested by the F statistic computed in your analysis? You can provide a simple sentence. You do not need to provide it in symbolic form using Greek letters. That's the kind of question you can expect. Needless to say, in addition to looking at the output from the analysis that you performed last week, you will want to look at the lecture notes. The lecture notes for chapter 100, where all kinds of answers to these conceptual questions can be found. Study guide continues, study guide continues, the study guide continues. Now, we're on page 7, at the top of page 7. Uploading your Jamovi file in Canvas assignments. Well, as stated above, you do not need to upload any Jamovi file or any other file for this exercise, since you had already uploaded it when you completed the previous exercise. For the current exercise, it's just a matter of pulling out your output from last week, taking a close look at it, taking a close look at my corresponding lecture notes, have this study guide in hand, and make sure that you can answer all the questions on the study guide. Take your multiple choice quiz, and you will have completed what you needed to complete for this exercise. This is the end of the exercise. We can scroll up faster than that. This is the end of my summary of the highlights of Jamovi Exercise 100-04, ANOVA with 2 between subject factors, interpretation, and write-up.